what compels us to create? What compels you to create? For me personally, I know it's a job. I need to pay the bills and, get the kids through school and all that stuff. But beyond the necessity, the needs, I was trying to ask why. I wrote this down on my iPad and I was thinking, we create not to impress the world, but to soothe something inside ourselves. We create to listen to the images that speak louder than words. Sometimes we wonder, am I the only one who hears them? But maybe that's the point. And maybe that is the point. We started to create imagery as an visual expression, as an outlet, as a way to soothe our souls and to give us a sense of meaning. Now, I'm not talking about some weird existential crisis where I'm saying that we should abandon all and just become fantastic artists. No, I was just trying to analyze at least and give meaning to why we create. And part of the need to analyze this and think about it is a lot of the visuals and imagery nowadays are so attached to advertising and brands that a lot of what we are creating as beautiful and as aesthetic, it's pushing a brand. So I wanted to ask, are you guys creating visuals and imagery that is soothing your souls? Are you doing things that are actually pushing the boundaries in the way that you're interested in? And I'm not talking about how the world demands you to push boundaries. And for me, that's why I wanted to share this gallery of photos. These photos for me, they may miss the mark and they may not be the greatest photos in the world, but the photos for me, the taking, I can tell you every single thing about these photos. I can tell you that this photo of the yellow hand is actually my right hand, clutching onto a dumbbell with a single speed light shot with a Canon 5D Mark II almost 20 years ago. I can tell you that I used yellow chalk dust and 7 shots to get those little particles over one main image. I can tell you I embraced the vignette and I made sure that I had darkness on the side to hide any of the imperfections of the black sheet that I shot on. So whether the photo is good, that's kind of irrelevant, but I can tell you every single intricate detail about the photo. I enjoyed the process. I enjoyed the outcome. I was frustrated, definitely going through some of the process. But I think what I'm getting at here is I'm enjoying the process of photography again, and I've done that because I've simplified my gear, because I've simplified and refocused on looking at the imagery, the photos, the experience of getting out there to taking photos rather than looking at all of those different megapixels. This other photo that I took here, I can tell you the location and this photo and this photo. And all of these different photos have become memories ingrained in my psyche. And the choices I made at the time helped develop this aesthetic style and this craft. So really all I wanted to ask is, why do you create? And if you can find purpose in your creative that makes you happy, then I think that's the best part of what we do. Finding happiness behind these lenses and behind the act of creating art, of creating. That is why, at least for me, I create. And also because I'm actually shit at everything else, so I've got to be creative. But hey, whatever. So I hope this gives you a little bit of perspective and hopes give you a question and a smile in the mind. Why for you? And, it doesn't matter if you don't have a why, but I was just questioning, sometimes attaching a purpose to things that we do make the mundane a little bit more palatable, let's say. So creativity and photography for me is very much an outlet that is giving me satisfaction and a paycheck. So I'm very lucky and very thankful for that. Anyway, that's my quick video and my thoughts for you today. Keep creating. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'm super keen to hear what you think because some people, different motives. Anyway, cheers.